Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most unknown podcast, man. Reporting to you live from Moving Studios in Washington,
What it
D.C.
do, man? Why would it do?
This gonna be a quick episode, man.
What's up?
Which is fine for me. How did y'all think about shout out to Diamond LaShawn? Make sure if y'all haven't checked out last week's episode that y'all go check that out.
Support her. She's phenomenal
for sure.
Just like a girl, she was just like a girl that grew up. Just had a lot of wisdom from growing up.
She had a lot to say. She had a lot of opinions.
We allowed her to talk.
Absolutely.
We allow y'all to talk, but I'm gonna put that shit to her end. So
how did y'all feel about that?
it was smooth. It was dope.
About the feedback, about what she said.
Yeah, it was a lot of woman empowerment. It was no hate. It wasn't no shade. Shout out to y'all. But where y'all at when we on this? When we need that same type of energy. You see how selfish women are in Black History Month? Wow. Y'all wow.
They wanted to hear. And one thing I realized though, by listening to the episode and looking at the feedback, I realized that women only want to hear from women.
That's fucking nuts.
Because I don't think anything she said a man has never said before. They just don't want to hear from you, bro. They don't want to hear from you, bro. They want to hear from women, right?
Free Angel.
And I kind of understand it because I don't necessarily want to hear certain things from women, even if it makes sense. Because I'm like, yo, you've never. Even if you're right, sometimes it's like that ain't your experience.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's somebody else. That's somebody you live in somebody else's experience.
That's not even if you know, you know second hand. You don't necessarily know. Right, you know because you heard it from your homeboys or you saw your brother go through it, but you don't necessarily
You wasn't in the game.
No, you wasn't in the game from that perspective. So I kind of get it because yes, men have said the same things that Diamond said, right? And they've been like, "Shut the fuck up, we don't want to hear that," right? That's cool. Yeah, that's true. But there's a reason why Diamond got the kind of, praise that she got for what she said because A, she was right for a lot of it, and B, she articulated herself well, and also she's a woman, so they're more open to hear from her rather than.
Y'all all the same age.
Rather than they would from our Kevin Samuels, even if he said the same thing she said. They're not going to be as receptive to it as if they were
It's more brash and harsh when he said though. It's like the
an delivery
uncle check.
matters.
Yeah, the delivery is like an uncle check.
That's
what it is.
Yeah, the messenger matters, and this was an example if nothing else. The messenger absolutely matters, bro, for sure, man. How did you all feel about this last episode?
I felt like it was. Ain't nobody. Well, never mind. I was about to say anybody allergies kicking their ass. My shit has been on 10 since 2 days ago. Bro.
We blessed over here.
Sorry to hear that.
But
for the jacket.
For allergies,
it's some Allegra, bro.
But
face mask on.
2 Claritins in, man. I shouldn't even have done that. But it was cool. Like you said, Diamond's going to carry her own weight. That's what she, that's no secret. But I told you a lot of. And you said when we talk on the phone, I feel like women listen to women. I know, even when you just talking to other women and they're telling you about, I got to watch my homegirl podcast or I got to watch this or blah, blah, they tune in or whether it be whatever or Carisha Please or whatever the case may be. I think, and it's not no shot at us because I think it's the other niggas is doing it you hear men in podcasts and it's already a bad taste in their mouth already get turned on or because there's a lot of idiots out here rambling on about nothing. A lot of
memes now.
Yeah. You seen that meme that was when God dropped something and gave men, they said something was the worst thing since Richard Nixon and them dropped crack, whatever, and gave men podcasts in the hood or some shit like that. But we get a bad rap. So I feel like when women, but I believe that doesn't happen with women podcasts. I feel like they're more inclined to tune in, especially when they feel like somebody on their shit. And I think we get tuned into a lot when we have a woman because I feel like even some of our fans or some of our most loyal listeners, I feel like a lot of times we say stuff and it's only us three in the room, but like sometimes when a woman's in there, they be like, "Yeah, I can't wait. They're gonna give it to y'all ass." Or you know, it's like they got a voice.
First of all, pause. Nobody ever give it to Rory nothing. Nobody ever give it to Rory nothing. No, nobody will ever get. If you really want me to be the man of the street that I'm from, I got respect for my co-hosts. I love my co-hosts. I gotta be the one because I'm the dangerous man on this shit. So if you want me to get dangerous, I could get real dangerous on here, like on some real shit. Not even trying to be rude, like on some checking shit. Because I'm an OG now, and I check these young niggas.
You've accepted that.
Yeah, I check these young niggas. These young niggas can't check me. I've been here since '88. So
accept the position.
So you know, I accept the young nigga position. I'm not a hater of that.
Sound crazy now.
I told my kids I was born in the 1900s. They was looking at me like.
Even the Cosmic, the little episode we had with like the Zodiac girl, I remember people was in my DMs when she gave me the
bring her back, man.
No, when she was telling me about the cancer shit when she was reading the card. Oh, man. All I had was people in DMs like, yeah, she read your little ass.
It was like, yo, what's good, It was Game's edit. Right? That shit is an all-time classic, though.
I said, you all right, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit is an all-time classic, dog. And the way that Game edited that clip, the cancer shit.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, that was a good edit too, though. I ain't gonna hold you, but you know, so I think that had a lot to do with it. But look, shout out, it was an excellent episode.
Oh, 100%, man. So salute,
amazing, Diamond. Thank you, Diamond. Yeah, amazing. It's shit still free, Diamond.
Hey, Diamond, I know you.
I went outside. It's still free. Just want to let you know.
When you see this, go ahead and start the show.
Yeah.
It's that time.
You building momentum, bro.
It's that time.
I had to untag myself because I got tired looking at you.
Go ahead and do that. You can do that? You can untag yourself?
I could do a lot of things on my personal page.
I didn't know you could untag people. You can untag yourself from a post,
You
bro.
can tag yourself. If you don't want that, you could type in words on your post.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? And because, like, I think somebody, and I re-tagged them. Because I was like, oh, this must be, I must have forgot to tag them. So I re-tagged them, not knowing that, oh, this motherfucker untagged themselves. Okay, got it. All right.
Yeah, just like get back here.
Yeah, word. I'm like, oh, damn, must have been a mistake. Did y'all hear about that GoFundMe? The girl had to GoFundMe for the Beyonce tickets.
Come on, guys. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all being desperate. Y'all being desperate.
Out of whack.
You don't have it. Why are you doing this? You don't have it.
Out of whack.
Why are you? And y'all better not donate to her, bro. Let her suffer.
Oh no,
I bet she almost there. I bet she.
She's almost there.
Bro, I hope they don't have nowhere to stay. Venue, bro.
She don't have nowhere to stay though.
I'm about to start a GoFundMe.
For what?
Cause I'm like, why not? Like, I mean, if it's working, if I just. It's gonna be called, hey, just show your boy some love.
Show me some love. Don't fund me. I don't have no use for this bread.
Just post your cash app, bro.
I got no use for this bread.
I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna do something good with it though.
John fucking.
Nah, you gotta just listen, cause she not doing nothing good with that. That's Beyonce tickets. That's not nothing good.
I'm mad people was donating to her, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. They want her to see.
She can't go. You cannot go.
They want her to see the queen, bro.
No, man. I hope they don't let her in the fucking venue, bro.
It's gonna be give me some bread. I'm gonna do something good with it. I promise.
And don't say what it is. Nah. Don't say what the good.
But I'll probably record some shit when I do good.
Do something good to yourself. It don't gotta be for everybody.
I'll give it to somebody.
That is some desperate shit, bro. We live in a
some
desperate
Jimmy Dawes
world.
type shit.
Keep that shit for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why y'all fucking desperate, bro?
Keep that shit for yourself. The Beyonce tickets through the roof, though.
Speaking of nowhere to stay.
Bro. It's Black History Month. Y'all been desperate.
I watched BMF this morning. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody ain't seen it. Yo, Meech doesn't live anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me today. Like he stays. It just hit me. I said, where does he stay at, bro?
Like, no crib. You staying on a bitch's house.
And only when Lala told him like we was talking to T. It was like, why we couldn't stay with you? I was like, yo, where does this nigga live at?
I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I know some niggas that have lived alternate lifestyles.
Yeah.
He remind me of me.
They didn't have nowhere to stay either.
He remind me of
them niggas that have nowhere to stay either.
Why you putting niggas business?
I didn't say who. But I'm just saying, they ain't had nowhere to stay.
You know a lot of
I'm not about to
remind me of me, Circle 14 in Laurel. But I had my own place though. I just had a bunch.
Multiple.
I just had multiple places I could have went to. But
John, you gotta stop shooting yourself. Bro.
Multiple scenarios.
Yeah,
multiple settings to the story.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had my own. Don't get me fucked up. I had my own.
That's like me in like 2012. Bro.
I just had a lot of places I could have stayed.
I was bouncing around, man.
I had options.
Just saying, I'm not going to leave my man out here. So this is a long time ago, dog. It was a decade plus.
It's past the statute of limitations.
Yeah, my charges. I've served my time.
He was a homosexual?
I was definitely a hobo.
What?
Not because hobo.
Oh, I thought you
chill out.
I was like, yo, this what we doing this show?
Chill out.
I say homosexual.
Yo, what? Said what? You coming out right now?
Yo. I said, that's what niggas want to do after the Diamond episode. Like,
You just said that's what we doing.
that's how you go top it?
That's how you get the numbers.
Yo.
That's how you get the numbers.
Oh,
That's how you
Sex
do
with
it. No. No, what I'm saying is like, I had a
One
place.
thing about America, they like a little edge.
I had a place to stay, bro.
There you go.
Every single man on earth would know, can tell you that there's no place more comfortable than another woman's crib, bro.
Yeah,
It's comfortable. Even if you got your own spot, it's just way more comfortable somewhere
I'm
else.
picky. It's different right with me. I'm picky. It gotta be super duper like quiet, man. Like it gotta be quiet. Like her fucking tiles gotta not. It gotta be different shit. It gotta be. Her TV
women know how to-
always clean. Like her
women
refrigerator
know
has
how
an
to make-
organization. Like it's
Women know how to
organized and shit.
Women
Like,
know
it
how
gotta
to
be
make their
different.
space comfortable, bro. They
It
know
got
how
her
to-
living room gotta be like different.
So
like, it
even
gotta
if you
be
got
different.
your own space, it's still like, okay,
Yeah.
this is a better option.
I ain't got shit where I'm at.
I had
Alright.
Lower Boy Road in the chokehold. Oh God. Oh God. I ain't feel loud at niggas. It's in a chokehold, bro.
We give y'all the truth.
I'm
man,
so
man.
sincere, yo.
We give y'all the truth
I ain't been
at a
joking.
detriment to ourselves
I
sometimes.
ain't
Yo.
been joking. I'm
It's
keeping
a real thing, though. Like,
Keep
nigga,
it stacked, bro. I'm not even going
Salute
over
to-
you, man.
salute to all parties concerned, man.
Yeah, salute to everybody. You know
Girl
what I'm
crush.
saying?
Y'all wild. Man. Fucking that girl crush up. Y'all niggas wild. Y'all niggas wild.
Hey, have you ever looked at your For You page on Instagram and be like, yo, what? This me? This what I'm into?
I be
Your For You page. You know, you go to Explore page on Instagram.
Oh
Shit,
deleting
this what
that shit.
this me? This
They
what I'm
gotta
into?
give us. They gotta let us. I don't want to see certain shit no more now. But my shit is accurate though. Shoes.
The thing that kick you out is you click on
Sports.
one joint and it'll just overly take over.
Oh, man.
Shoes, sports, clouds.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's always shoes, sports, and
I
clouds.
had to go on like a spree where
wildlife.
I was just liking shit that I was just like, let me just get this shit out of here.
Then,
Let me just go liking other shit. I was just liking like pet videos and shit.
Yeah, pet videos.
Because I didn't
Children.
want to see that on my page all day, bro.
Yo, I like
My
one,
shit sick on. I keep telling y'all, my shit is sick on TikTok. It's nasty. on TikTok.
It's right.
I like one DBZ post, bro, and like my whole shit just started being anime. I'm like, yo,
All
y'all
Dragon Ball Z
wildin',
all
bro.
day.
Like I just like one joint. Like, god damn, like relax.
My
So
YouTube, my
they
YouTube
work.
shit
The
terrible.
algorithm shit is serious.
The
bro.
algorithm, my algorithm on
So
TikTok.
once you get to
is
start
stupid.
liking 1-2 posts, they gonna flood you. I had like nothing but
I clean my TikTok.
never mind. I had nothing but
Never mind.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But like for a long time, I had to like just go through and like let me clean this shit up, dog. Let me get some home improvement videos in here.
Yeah,
Let me get some funny kid videos. Let me get some pets. Let me get some wholesome shit in here because this shit is debauchery.
And
at
that's
its
why I be
finest.
muting and blocking people because I'm like, dog, you bringing this shit to my shit.
That's that too. I do more of that on Twitter because like
I don't follow none of y'all on Twitter.
Twitter is a hellhole, bro. I'm not gonna hold
I
you.
still ain't really. I told myself I'm gonna take a month and really like dive back into Twitter.
It's a hellhole.
It's-
But that's the thing about Twitter though. A lot of the tweets that become famous, they make their way over to Instagram, and then people like repurpose it for it. I'm like, nah, this is from Twitter, bro. Give it the proper credit, man.
It go viral. It go viral on Instagram.
Give
it
it the-
helps the bloggers. It helps the shade room.
Give that
it
shit
help
the
the-
proper credit,
It help. What's the name?
because y'all still in content.
I mean, Spiritual World give you your props. Spiritual
Yeah,
World
yeah,
give you your
true.
props. Shout out to good people.
got
Y'all
followers,
niggas
too.
y'all still in content and then
I can't follow
repurposing it for
Spiritual
Instagram
World.
purposes
Shit is too-
as if it's not from y'all. Just a little boy in the game, bro. That's it.
Shout out my favorite blog now is this shit called Wealth. That shit dope.
You gotta send me that.
Yeah, that's
Send me that.
dope.
I gotta fix
be
mine
looking-
for
I
you.
be on
My
my.
For
I
You-
be a nerd.
For a long time, my For You page was nothing but butt cheeks, bro.
Yeah, first mine too, nigga.
For nothing for a long time. I was just
All
like,
my
damn,
butt cheeks
this-
getting
I,
pregnant.
was
Now,
like,
I'm mad.
I got more to offer. This is I'm
mad now.
about more than this, bro.
That's why I don't follow a girl I really like. Like I can't follow her.
As well too, I meant to say shout out to I ain't gonna big it up too much because I don't want to like start. Not saying it's negative, but yo, and is a funny nigga, yo. I went to I don't know how I got caught in a old little rabbit hole of it, and I missed all this shit. I went to his page and I literally was there for like 4 hours, just like looking at
Really?
all his like shit. He's a funny nigga. A lot of it I'm not saying
You agree with everything.
I don't agree with everything because like I
That
wish
nigga's
he wouldn't be so.
He made me
Hey,
piss me
but
off,
shout
but
out
he-
Ant dog.
shout out Ant,
That's
bro.
a dope. Hey dog, you really found your niche with this,
Southeast
bro.
for real. Shout out to you.
Like
He
really,
did.
you really found your niche
He
with this.
did.
nigga ended one episode had nothing to do with nothing. He was like, yeah. So that's what, cause he always end the episode on some funny shit. He was like, yeah. So he was like, it was about something completely different. And he was like, yeah. So that shit was crazy. That's how like you know what I'm saying. How shit went down the club. Shot Glizzy going bald. and just got up and walked away. I said, what the fuck is wrong with it, dog?
What? Let's go a ball.
I said, this nigga crazy, bro.
It's a seat. It's a seat. I mean, it's available. It's a seat for it if y'all really want to.
They gave that nigga YouTube.
Nah, yeah, I don't think. But look, and if you ever
heard a song?
crazy.
Ever heard a song?
huh?
Ever heard Glacier song before?
Yeah, hell yeah, a
Really?
couple. Yeah, I used to fuck with him.
Really?
Yeah, Barbershop was a tough mixtape. It was a tough mixtape. You've heard of
Nah, I don't think I have.
Sneaky Shooters, nothing.
I didn't get to it.
All right, well,
I haven't delved that deep into my
you never heard Sneaky? You've heard Sneaky
my
Shooters
gangsterism.
Gangster DC rap.
I haven't delved that deep, yo.
I deep in my go-go, but
He
not
did
my
some gangster shit though, bro. I'll give it to
Or
him.
to him with the what's
Nah, when he that joint with him and Shy came out, it was a song with Shy, and Shy put him on it, and he did Shy on his own song, and it just ran with like that's how he kind of that's when it started like it was kind. I was like, yo, I respect this. You know, got some like he the whole verse was about Shy. You know?
So they beef is over a woman essentially.
Nah, I don't know. You let Ad tell it. It's about him being bigger than him. But like I said, I don't want
It's
to
jealousy.
speak to
It's
politics. I
envy
really
and
don't know.
jealousy.
I really don't know.
They was friends. They was all friends.
Well,
They used to see him in the club
they
together.
was
They kind of, for real. If you really
all
listen to
friends.
what he's saying now, they kind of cool in a roundabout way. Like he probably, I don't think he really got. It's not beef. It's just like at this point, it's just like
I mean, at this point, it can't be beef.
yeah, jabs and shit.
We just don't have we have no relationship. It can't be beef. You can only have beef with somebody you have like some sort of a relationship with. I think. Like, I don't like how personal can I take it if I don't give a fuck about your existence, like just in general. You know what I mean? Like I don't care that you exist. Can it really be beef? Like honestly, you know what I'm saying? Is there an orange theme going on here? We got the orange on the polo hat. It's orange here. What's going on?
Yeah, we ain't playing this.
We didn't plan this at all. Man. It's just syncretism, man. It's just how it works sometimes.
I think somebody got a camera in my house.
Yeah,
Niggas
word,
just
right?
caught me in drip.
Yo,
I literally had this on the fucking shed.
somebody asked me. Somebody asked me because now people send us topics. You know that, right?
Oh,
People
shut
either
wow.
DM me, people that DM me or they DM the pod page. And I'm like, yo, what do y'all think about this? So
Wow,
somebody
God.
somebody
We need
DM my
applause
personal
button.
page and was like, what is like a question that people should ask on a date if they like seriously dating? And I was like,
Dating,
Where your bitches at? Sorry, nah.
I don't know about that one. I was like, if I'm seriously dating somebody, I want to know like what their everyday life look like. Like, what does your Tuesday look like? In like a world that you dream, a world that you can imagine, this is your dream world. What does like a regular Tuesday look like for you in like 10 years, in like 5-10 years?
From now?
Yeah.
Oh, busy
Like
as
what
fuck.
is a Tuesday? Just your dream world. What does that look like?
Busy as fuck. A lot of deals.
Like think about the people
of-
that are involved in
Yeah,
everything.
a lot of deals. Animation a lot. A lot of animation, just deals. Just busy shit. Just real black man business shit. Like real business shit. Like I'm not available to be on my phone. You know what I'm saying? My phone is with my assistant type shit. Like, you know, it's different. It's real different. Like I'll be on my phone, I'm getting paid to be on my phone. Like it's different. I'm probably creating a whole fucking shoe right here, designer coat right here, and I need to fucking correct this fucking everything. It's just busy. It's super busy. I gotta leave and get on the airport, fly on a helicopter. Like all the shit I really dream about. That's why I watch a lot of like action cartoons. I be dreaming shit like that. I be like, I can't wait to this Philly. Like I really
Manifest
walk
itself.
outside and get in the helicopter and
Yeah.
dip off into the airport somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's real. It's real wealthy.
I like it. What you thinking?
Probably a Howard. I don't know, nigga. The fuck?
Nah, you gotta.
You
think
said
of
10
something.
years from now?
10 years. You what, 30? You're 44? You're Tuesday to your whatever you want.
I don't know.
Cause that shit make. The reason I say that is cause like if I'm gonna build with somebody long term for, I kind of want to know what you want your shit to look like. Cause I'm gonna compare that to what I want my shit to look like. And if it ain't similar,
It's not
this
gonna
ain't
be
gonna
similar.
work.
It's never gonna be similar.
This ain't gonna work.
It's never gonna be. She probably just want to just chill in the house and do
Hopefully, it's
nothing.
getting my kids ready for school. I'd say that's one thing I
many
I
kids
hope
you
I'm doing 10 years from now.
How many
but
kids you got in your dream, in your imagination, bro? I just want to hear this.
John with kids gonna be the funniest shit ever.
I can see 2 or 3.
2 or 3
something
kids.
like that.
You got 2.
Yeah, because once I start, I'm kind of behind. So once I start, I'm not
You know, there's no breaks.
like ASAP. I'm,
Your kid's gonna be 2, 3, 4.
You married?
huh?
You married?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
You're a married man with 3 kids.
Yeah.
Your Tuesday looks like what?
Hopefully, drop them to school.
Get your kids
Hopefully,
ready.
whatever I'm doing, I had the leisure to
Take your kids to school.
take them to school and pick them up.
They can't ride the bus?
Huh?
Y'all ain't ride the bus growing
No,
up?
I mean I'm cool with
did.
that, but I want to be
Ooh,
able
the
to.
bus was lit.
I want to do one. I mean, when they're young, they don't really ride the bus, do they?
Nah.
No, they do. What?
Nah.
They ride the,
When
not in
you young?
preschool.
I mean, no,
but
they in
like
middle school.
First
Not
grade.
like-
First
not-
grade,
not
you ride the
elementary.
bus.
Now it's elementary.
Yeah,
I say not.
you ride the
Like,
bus.
not,
I
I
don't
used
Don't
to
put
see.
that bus shit either, dog.
Really?
Yeah,
But they ain't got no seatbelts.
Nah, I'm just. I
Nah,
don't
bus
know.
drivers are weird.
Y'all ain't see that video? The bus driver was like not letting the kids on the bus.
that
Their
shit-
parents
I
had
can
to
see me
like
being older,
pull them out
trying
the
to
windows.
get my kid not to like
That shit was weird.
try to keep harm as much away from.
That shit was
But
dangerous.
we're still letting them. I mean, look, they're gonna go to PG County School, so they're not gonna be like they're gonna experience the elements. Right? I'm not with that private school shit and none of that. Like
Really?
me personally, for
I'm
my
with private.
Why?
I'm
Huh?
with private.
Why?
education.
because I think public school molds people. You know what I'm saying? You should be going through certain adversities. Like I
But you
don't
don't
want,
think life in general provides enough adversity for you?
true, but I really want them to go to a public school. Now, if my wife really sat me down and was like, "Look, like for real, we could do this private shit. We could," then fine. I'm not going to push back. I'm not. It's not a hill I'm gonna die on. But if you ask me right now, I'm absolutely okay with my kid going to public school
Because of
And I
your
kinda-
because of
Huh?
your experience.
Good and bad. It really molds you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my kid to be a weird. Not saying that going to private school makes you a like, but it emboldens you some. It prepares you for life.
So what if your wife's like, you know what, baby, I wanna homeschool the kids.
I'm not really with that.
Really?
That I'm not with at all,
You're not with homeschooling.
bro. You gotta.
I'm kind of with the homeschooling.
Listen,
Up
they
until a
got-
certain
they-
point.
They have to get.
Fresh,
You know, you see all the people that be in
especially
private
to middle
school.
school, high school, they go free.
When you get a chance, research private school people that's in private school, and then they go to college, and the majority of what happens, or whatever, usually lose their mind or fall off the tracks or do some wild because they not. To me, life is a natural progression with people. You know, you go to public school to get your, you know what I'm saying, you get sound with that, and then it more prepares you for college, and then your environment like that, and college is the ultimate test because you around like, you
What
know
if
what
they
I'm
don't
saying?
want to go to college?
Huh? That's cool, but we gotta have a plan. No college, you have to have a plan. I need a plan.
Gotta have a plan.
And it better be good too. Don't
Good
tell me
plan,
you want to
good
rap.
plan.
I'm not gonna fuck. Like, you
I
gotta
got
have a
this
plan.
16. I'm gonna put this shit on the.
Or you gotta be nice. Like you gotta have like I gotta notice it when you young type shit. Like or you really. You know, you got some superstar kids that be 14 and really going to
they
talent
know
show.
it. Yeah,
Cool.
they
If
know
I
it.
see it like that, I bet I can support that because you
You
real
gonna
deal
put them
about
on
this.
JD show? What's the name of JD show with the kids that rap?
Yeah, them little.
Who was on there? Lotto was on there.
she was on
I think who else was on there? Tory Lanez.
He was on
No,
there.
I'm
I
tripping.
don't know. There's a couple people
Someone,
on
what
there.
other young?
But if they don't want to like
No,
that,
I can't
cool
let
because
my
you being
kids
real.
You know
But if
what
you
the
sitting
homeschool
around all
thing
day
is?
smoking weed, telling me
I
you
can't-
about
I
to
can't
rap
let
is
them
your
go.
plan.
I mean,
I'd
most
rather you
likely,
be I'd rather you be a producer than be a rapper. And a
yeah, or
songwriter.
engineer.
Or engineer.
Yeah,
If
your
your
shit
shit
more
suck, I'ma
sustainable.
and you know how I am. I'm gonna tell you how it is. You're not gonna like it. I'm
Your
gonna
shit
make you
more
quit.
sustainable in one of
I'm
the
gonna make you sell
careers
your
other
shit.
than
I'm like,
being
yo,
the
you
main
suck,
artist.
bro. You sell your shit. Get
Like,
outta
yo,
here.
this shit's trash, bro. I'm not gonna hold
I
you.
might break up with your mother because of that shit.
I kind of got like I kind of had more time to think about it, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit.
Oh, sidebar though,
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
ahead.
But talking about that, what would y'all do? 'Cause somebody asked me this the other day. I want to know what y'all do. Like speaking of BMF, what would you do if y'all just knew your kids? Like basically, if Meech and T was your kids.
We went through this before. I told y'all. As we said this in Drake, I told y'all I'm gonna let him sell his shit. If he's nice with it, he's nice with it. I can't do nothing. I'm like, nigga, you want to get caught? They come to raid the house.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, you
At that
got
point,
it.
you just
You have
gotta-
to leave my house,
Yeah.
bro. You have to leave the house.
So you saying you can't do it here? But
You
can
can't do it here,
Yeah.
but you gotta leave my
100%
house.
agree with Roy. That's what I said.
I would leave. I will get you a fucking
Yeah.
apartment with my name in it, like nigga.
y'all got to. Y'all
Y'all
got
gotta
bread.
get- y'all
yourself-
gotta get the
like,
fuck.
Get the
You-
fuck out. But
I'm in the house. I'm in the house with your mother. I need to be in the house with your
we can
mother.
talk and kick it. I'm gonna wish him well, but it just can't. Just keep
Wish
it.
you well.
Yeah, because
what
you
is
can't-
well for a drug dealer?
Bro, you can't. When they're that deep in, Like, you
Yeah,
got to
it's-
be
it's
real. They're
dumb.
not coming out. So at
Right.
that point, it's just like, look, you still my son. Like, I still bang with y'all, but
Like,
just
I
don't
fuck-
do it around the house.
I fuck with Charles when he gave him the money. I was like, damn, Charles, no, he understand.
Yeah.
But y'all niggas doing it at the nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
you just gotta get from around the house.
You
with
got to
it.
get away from me, bro. I get you any apartment, any little time. I will sign some shit. Me and your mother, we will be fucking mad, but we like, yo, he's out the house.
I'm not gonna
He
hold
got
you,
caught
dog.
out the house. I'm sorry.
Difference
like-
between me and Charles, though, I need some of that.
Yeah.
Like how Charles don't
Right.
need
The
I need-
kickback?
Huh?
I
Yeah, I
need
need
the
some
kickback.
kickback.
Hey, yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
need
feel
that.
like
Yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna
for
feel like
sure.
a failure. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Huh?
I'm gonna feel like a failure.
Nah, son, you can't be.
Nah, they made their own. You
They
think
made
they
their
wasn't
own
raised
decision.
well?
If it was the money that was the issue,
Yeah, it's facts.
It was
I'm gonna feel
probably.
like
Nah,
failure.
facts.
It was
I'm
probably.
gonna feel like a failure. Like, damn, bro, my kids had to do this and provide for my crib.
Yeah, facts. I can get that.
I'm gonna feel like a failure.
But you know the toughest niggas got from the
Like, if
suburb.
it was
the
something where,
toughest
like-
niggas with, they got two parents' houses. Like
that's
that shit bothers me a lot. Why you want to be a whole crib of your mother
If it
as
was-
a standout accounting, nigga. Like that shit bothers me.
If it was me, like I'm thinking like, all right, at the end of the day, bro, like if you make a decision where it's like, I just want to do this just because I just like the idea of it.
He was a hustle kid from Recess.
And you don't need it, that's your business.
That's right.
But the fact that you need to do this in order for your family to survive,
I'm not saying. I don't think
the
girl that
need and want is different.
The girl that asked me, I don't think she really talking about like we really Charles and them like we in that position. She just saying if your kids end up being my man quick pump. But she said just make sure. She saying if your kid just happen to sell drugs at that type of level, what are you doing? And I'm letting them. Like I said, I'm gonna wish them well, and then just let them.
I don't know what well is. What is well in that situation? You're going to jail. You're going to be dead.
You don't think they know this? You think you don't change their mind at this point?
No, I'm not.
All right, so wish them, nigga. That's all you can do for real.
Well, what does well look like?
So what are you going to do?
No, I'm not.
You going to snitch?
Yeah, so tell me. So what are you going to do?
Well, what does well look like?
Nigga, stay safe as much as you can.
How many niggas have you seen done well?
Let me be honest.
Niggas don't do well, bro.
Let me be honest.
There's no well.
It's two things.
That's not a lot of well, bro.
A part of me I would be mad that I would be mad that it is.
Not a lot of niggas doing well, bro.
Look, I'll be mad that it is what it is, but a part of me would, first of all, they made their decisions. I'm cool with that. I'm not going to shun them and be like, hey, you're not my son. Nah, y'all absolutely my son.
Nah, I'm not
just keep this shit away from the house. Them gifts better be fathers. They better be crazy. I'm not Charles, nigga. Like, look, if you making millions, yeah, nigga, I need to be driving some flash shit. Like,
John on Birdman, his son. Hey, look at it. Little homie, listen, he gonna be like, listen, little homie, the lights is out. Wi-Fi out.
I might tell him cut me. It's like, no. But
you pimping your kid.
No, I'm not. But I'm saying they made their decision. I'm just gonna tell them be safe.
Pimping.
I'm gonna be really fucked. I'm gonna feel like a fake. But if he start off with candy like that, I sold a little weed. All right, that's all right.
I'm gonna feel like shit.
I mean, you gotta. I'm gonna tell you, yo, they coming. Put this on the business. I got your LCC. You good, but your niggas, they not good. None of y'all good.
Yeah, that's another thing I do. I give them advice like, look, try to like turn. I would try to
get a laundry man.
There's nothing you could do. Also, though, I would be happy to if they are doing it. Like I'm like, look, I'm glad you're not selling like nickel and dime bags, bro. Like if you're doing it, hey,
big
fuck
time.
it. Like
if you big, you got you.
You gonna call him? You gonna call him when you hear about the billboard in Atlanta? You be like, yo, I just got a billboard. That's what's up.
Beat the shit out my son. You got a billboard in Atlanta.
That's what's up.
I rob myself.
Salute to you, bro. You had the billboard.
I would say this: the Elvis name gonna live in infamy after that. Like we never going
good or bad.
Good.
Listen, at the end of the day, bro, this is the way I look at life, bro. At the end of the day, you either gonna be famous, infamous, or nobody's gonna know you ever existed.
Yeah, for sure.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's been mad people on earth nobody knew they existed. Their life almost doesn't matter, bro.
You know what's funny? Hey, yo, it's random. Hey, after not this episode, but the last episode where the nigga was tapping out back quickly, all I see right after I finished watching the episode, I went on Instagram. You know, I got the notes. But that nigga B, shout out B, the nigga B with the Morgan. He said that nigga B said Charles Flannery's a wicked man. Hey, I don't know why that shit had me laughing.
If you go cheat and then go smack out, that's kind of crazy. You can't cheat and then go out 7.
That's what the modern day man. That's what they did.
Need a honey pot.
Yeah, word. Going cheating and then going out is crazy.
She was throwing it at Charles. I'm
like the least you could do as a cheater is like give a good performance, bro.
Lucille wasn't fucking with Charles, bro.
You cannot cheat and then go out 7. That's crazy.
Yeah, Lucille was a terrible wife too.
She was terrible. This nigga Charles fixed everybody's house. Charles, ain't no buns. Like what the
Charles, she about to fuck the pastor. Is she fucking the pastor yet? She fuck Snoop yet?
Can't get no buns.
Hey, this nigga Roy said Charles fix everybody's house. Can't get no buns.
That's where it all started. That's the modern day man. That's where it all started. Fixing somebody.
I was telling niggas that OSMG shit. Don't get me wrong. He did his dirt, but Lucille's a horrible wife, bro.
Terrible wife.
Speaking of horrible wives, though, I'm sorry. I was on Twitter earlier, and you remember that clip where, like, on Power, right? We're thinking about Power now. When Ghost, he talking to Tasha, he like mush her forehead.
Yeah. She's a terrible wife too, by the way.
She's
a terrible person.
They said that wasn't scripted.
Oh, Ghost did it on his own?
It wasn't scripted. Omari decided to do that on his own. Took his fingers.
He's a sick nigga, bro. He's a sick nigga.
He did that shit on his own recognizance.
He's fucked up for real.
He decided on his own, I'm going to just go ahead. You know how fed
he
up
got
you
so
be?
intense with his scene, he just mushed.
You know how fed up you got to be to take your 2 fingers.
He was tired of her in real life.
The fuck out of here.
Should be. She's the worst, though.
This nigga cried to her.
All y'all females in power to be Team Tasha. It says a lot about you, bro. She's a wicked woman.
She's a bad mom.
What season was that when he told Tasha that he lost the love of his life?
Oh yeah, season 2.
He lost the love of my life, Tasha.
But we knew on episode 1 he wasn't. She wasn't shit, dog.
Both of them not shit, bro.
Nah, she's way worse, dog. Way worse. He tried to get out. No, how you gonna stop your husband from getting out the game?
He loved the game, dog.
He asked her. He said,
loved the
he
hustle.
said, "What do you see?" He said, "What do you see in me?" He said, "The biggest goddamn drug dealer." He was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
That might be the top 5 worst thing.
What are we
I've
talking
heard,
about, bro? Like, she was terrible, bro.
But you just said about Meech, like, if you're going to do it, be the biggest.
He tried to stop, though. He been trying to get out.
We don't believe in
Remember
that.
when he cried in, cracking his voice? He was like, "I want to get out of this, Tasha."
We don't believe
like,
in that,
She
bro.
wasn't with it.
You the best goddamn killer in the city, man. Do that.
I told you. I knew she was a shit when she doesn't call. She still calls him by his nickname. What
Ghost.
wife calls a nigga by a nickname? She calls that man Ghost.
Ghost.
Like, that man's name is James,
What
bro.
is James. I forgot his name.
St. Patrick.
That's
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
James St. Patrick. She never called him James, right?
Ever.
In 6 seasons.
Ever in the 6 seasons, she never called him
Never
James.
called a nigga James, right?
She's top 5 worst wife.
She's
Wow,
terrible, dog.
bro. That's
Reality
crazy.
black TV ever.
Damn, yo, she never called this nigga James, bro.
You think Cubana called him 50-50? Oh,
Nah.
bro, that nigga's Curtis.
That nigga's Curtis in
Cuban
the
Links
house.
is hard, man.
Mr. Curtis in the house.
Damn, yo. Your wife call you by your nickname. She don't love you for real,
Don't
bro.
fuck with you, bro.
She love.
Nah, I swear to God, I
She
believe
love
that.
what the world
She
thinks.
don't
No, I
of
believe
you.
that 100%. If your girl still call you by a nickname, it's not as deep as y'all think it is.
Yeah,
bro.
nah.
It's not.
She
it's
loved the
probably over.
perception, bro.
Unless you like,
She loves it.
unless it's like some grow up. Like, I don't have a problem calling like T.I. calling like tip like that. That makes sense to me because like he was around in the back like that. That's
Don't
cool.
matter, bro.
But
Still, man.
his wife is not gonna call the nigga Ludacris. That's or Luda. That's crazy. Like
Yeah, nah,
what?
that's not happening, bro.
That's not about to
His
happen.
name is
Like,
Christopher, bro.
Yeah, like
Chris.
you know what I'm saying.
She's not calling him Luda in the crib.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro. That's not happening. Like DMX's wife wasn't
I
calling him.
think Jeezy wife really might call him Jeezy though.
What's his real name?
Jay.
Jay. She calls him Jay.
Oh, all right.
She got her own. Women will give you their own nickname for you.
Yeah.
Bro.
Beyonce not calling J.
Have you ever seen like
Sean.
have you ever seen like your nickname in a woman's phone before? You be like, "That's me."
Nah, that was my real
You
name.
never seen that before?
Nah, that's my real
emojis
name.
and shit?
You just be like, "Oh, who is this nigga? Oh, that's me. Okay, that's the nickname you just. That's the one I earned
And women love calling you by your whole name.
in front of in public. In public too, you be like, "Hey," I be like, "Yo, don't what you doing? These people don't know me like that. You know me like that. Chill out. Like, everybody is not deserving of calling me by my government name.
Ola stay doing that shit, dog. We be out in Houston. You hear it's Jonathan. I'm like, God damn.
The
Ola,
full
like,
name.
The fuck.
Full gov, young. Don't
I
call
like
me
the
by my full gov.
I hate the
man.
full gov. So I'm like, yo, I
Full
don't know
ass
you like
government
that.
name.
So
Like
I-
we're not even on that type of time where
You
you
been in the feds.
you can feel free to just call me by whatever name you choose.
Stop doing that to me, man, please.
Hey, y'all
Stop.
just signed Eric Bieniemy, commander signing.
I don't want to talk
You're
about
not
them,
you're
bro.
not happy about that.
Just not happy with them. When Dan Snyder sells, I'll talk
That's a
about
big.
that.
His crib is big as
Until
shit,
then,
by the way.
Oh, you seen this house?
They posted
Yeah,
his
it
house
posted on
on the
joint. That
joint.
joint
huh?
crazy, bro.
We y'all
House is
Potomac, right?
ridiculous.
Yeah,
His shit look like his
Y'all
shit.
Potomac,
Yeah,
right?
His shit look like what's my man name? Tyler Perry shit. I see.
He got like all the land in Potomac.
Nah. But it's a
Yes.
crazy. It's wild, bro.
Like you got an airport and shit.
It's
You got
wild.
the jet shit.
Nigga look like you got a landing strip. I said, young, what is this, dog? Why we living
Somebody
like
got
this?
Rob Dan Steiner to get the.
He's out of here. I think he's gone though.
Yeah, he gone.
Put his house on the market.
Oh, he gone.
He put his house on the
Put his
market.
house on the market.
So once
Oh,
somebody
so Jeff Bezos got in there.
find
Nah,
the
it's
money,
not. He not the leader right now. Some other nigga name.
For
Forget
real?
his name. But
is he a fan?
this the thing with Bezos. Bezos don't want to buy the. None of them want to look
don't pay
like
his
Bezos
workers.
doesn't want to look like
He don't pay
he
his
got
Amazon
turned
workers.
down or something like that. Dan wants him to. Dan is hesitant to sell to him. The owners want him. Dan is hesitant to sell to him because he blamed Bezos. For those that don't know, owns a portion of the Washington Post. Dan blames the Washington Post for some of his shit, like being out in the open like that. So it's a natural, like they don't. It's a natural shit.
forgot
that
he
not
he's
a
did.
politics.
so yeah, so he's purposely like giving Jeff a hard time, and Jeff won't make an offer because Jeff's like, I'm not gonna offer just for you to turn.
Hey, Dan,
me
can I
down.
get the team? Fuck it up, Jeff.
Yeah, so it's a pride thing.
Some
So-
rich white man.
Fuck off, Jeff.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Some rich white problems, man. Fuck off.
Fuck off, Jeff. Fuck off.
Damn, man, I ain't never. Damn,
Shout out to the Sessions on HBO. That's one of my favorite shows. The Father on there, funny as shit.
that's a real thing, man. Damn.
That's
I didn't
tough.
realize the other day I was listening to that shit how much he took the franchise down, bro. Like he really like I didn't realize he destroyed it that much until this podcast.
Really?
Just
Yeah,
talking about
The value.
because you know the owners are buying and they were talking about the value of the franchise. They was like reading off our stats like we have the worst home attendance in the league, top lowest local viewership in the National Football League. It's running down some like bad shit, but the upside of that that people don't know is like once you if you can ever turn this back right, I mean, you're going to basically be printing money. But it's like, as the terms of what it is right now, you know, you got to get invested in new stadium because FedEx is shit. Like, you got to, people, it's almost like buying an expansion team at this point. Like, you're not Virginia. You know what I'm saying?
They going to Virginia.
So it's kind of,
they going right across
I didn't realize how
mate.
much he had tore us down to, like, till they really started, like, talking numbers and shit.
As a nigga who has watched the Super Bowl and watched his team lose, I remember in 2000 where he was at.
When you was a football fan?
2009, yeah.
He was a Colts fan?
I was a fan. And I saw Peyton throw that pick to fucking Tracy.
Go right to him.
Right through it to him. Touchdown.
Yeah, the Porter.
Oh, my God. Tracy Porter.
Who was going to? Reggie Wayne, right?
Yeah. I remember that so vividly, dog. I wanted to throw myself off the balcony, bro. I remember that shit. On a scale from 1 to 10, how angry
Did y'all see my critical message?
No.
Nobody ain't check on my wellness?
No.
Oh, yeah, it was
I was going to let you live. I was like,
I wanted to give you some time to process it.
If you would have seen the message that I sent, y'all should have called me.
On a scale from 1 to 10.
Y'all should have called me.
On a scale from 1 to 10.
Somebody's going to get it that night.
10 being like...
Someone was going to get it tonight.
Suicidal.
Somebody going to get it that night.
Where did you fall?
Not suicidal. Not suicidal.
Because some niggas be upset, bro. I'm like,
it's painful. Like,
man, it's painful.
I could be broken up, be divorced, but that's different. That's different. Your team is everything. Your team is family. Your team is
when
family.
the ref threw the flag, what was your initial?
Oh,
Bro,
that
I
was
threw
shitty.
something, bro.
Where was you at? Where did you watch the bowl?
I'm in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Front row.
I was watching Alva win I remember it's crazy because he went to celebrate. Like, I was like, yeah, and then it was like, it's a flag. And the foot was just like. And then he sat down for like the rest of the game. He didn't really say like, he was crushed after. Like,
There's nowhere to go after that, dog.
It's done. It's done. It was painful. Real painful.
I told niggas, listen, if we're going to lose the Super Bowl, right? Without
you want to lose like that?
No, if we're going to lose, period.
Oh.
If Commanders or whatever going to lose the Super Bowl, I don't ever want to go.
I'm not. That's why I ain't
Because
go.
that's a pain I don't want to. I don't want to be.
Like
able,
I
don't know if I can handle
I started
that.
watching the reaction of people. I'm like, yo, niggas start fight. They start riding in Philly.
ASAP.
Like they
They
started.
was flipping cars over before the game even started.
Yo, they was doing. They
Crazy
did
part, they
a
was
lot.
gonna do that if they won too.
Yeah,
so.
one.
Yeah, it was gonna be worse when they
Win
won.
lose, that shit was going up.
Rocky would have been gone, but it's painful, bro. That's the worst. That's the worst. That's a sports nightmare. Your team loses the Super Bowl.
Man,
Like
that's
that.
crazy.
Like a ref calling the flag. That's the top.
Do you
top.
think it was a bad call?
It was a terrible call.
Yes.
It was a terrible
I
call.
think so, too.
Even Bradbury didn't even like
should've
Juju
shut the
route
fuck-
some shit.
He should have
but
shut the hell up.
Bradbury, Juju, you would not be back. Juju, you come back. I promise you, niggas has got you. Like niggas got you.
I personally think, of course, I think it was a hold, but I think they hadn't been calling it all game, so you kind of got to.
You gotta let
You
that
kind of
ride.
got to let it. You
Just-
kind of you got to officiate the game from
The
start
whole
to
way,
finish the
consistent.
same way, because players know early right off the bat what you're allowing and what you're not, and if you let them play the whole game, you gotta like it was a joint earlier where Bradbury held the shit out and they didn't call it.
They
So
ain't
it's
call
like that's in the player's mind, like, oh, they letting us play today. So you gotta
not consistent,
You
though.
you gotta be consistent with
It
your.
wasn't
If you're gonna call the
consistent,
game
bro.
tight,
It wasn't-
cool,
it
but
wasn't
you have to call it tight
consistent.
from
Whole game.
quarter one.
It
You know what I'm
was-
saying? You
The
can't.
fucking catch from Devontae Smith. That was a catch. Like it was. Just,
Oh, the cat,
it was.
the
Just,
cats on the
the
side.
field was terrible. I'm just like
The field was
all right.
ass. It was a hell of a bowl.
It
Super
was-
Bowl?
It was.
bad.
It
Yeah, it was
was.
bad.
Shout out to
ending-
Riri. Like that
the
shit.
ending
that's-
was bad.
it
It
was.
shouldn't end like it shouldn't ended like that.
It was a hell of a game though.
That should have been an overtime game.
was a hell of a
Should've been,
game.
but
Also,
even though we would have took it, bro.
You know who's
I'm
the hero low key that started all of that, and I hate this and I'm never with this and I'll still be against this to the day I die. It's stupid. Go score the 7 points. But homie, that McKinnon that slid before that
was dope.
basically ended the game. And if he'd have scored, they'd have had like what 58 seconds left. And he's really I would have.
smart football. Right?
Yeah, I'm never with that though. Go score, but like that's one time where
Run
it
that
ended
shit
up-
up.
Run it. Let it.
I'd have been helped. Like, all right, y'all won.
You're not going to stop me from scoring in the Super Bowl.
No, that's ego. Yeah,
I don't give a
That
fuck.
is.
And
Niggas
it'll
never
be
gonna forget that.
Yeah, I'm never not scoring.
Fuck that.
That's
Run
an
that
ego,
shit
That's
up.
an ego play.
But it's cool.
That
Bro.
was
I
smart football,
love
man.
my team. Shout out to Coach Ree. I love you, Coach Ree. You already know.
Hey, by the
Shout
way, your
out to
boy, I'll be the first to tell you on air. I was wrong about your boy, yo.
You always wrong,
He delivered.
nigga.
Nah, he's nice, yo. That nigga.
Jalen?
Yeah, he's nice. He's
Fuck.
nice. Some of the throws he made that game was
He had a
fucking-
good ass game. He had a great game,
He
dog.
should have got MVP. They got to get niggas the
That
MVP.
fumble was
If you
that
That
outplay-
fumble was it though.
The fumble was.
That fumble was because y'all probably scoring that drive if you don't fumble. Honestly, for real, because y'all was driving, they wasn't stopping shit.
That fumble was bad.
Good
time,
game though.
man.
Good game though.
Shout out to the game.
I don't like Rihanna's performance. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I've been
She
saying
was
about
pregnant. First of all,
She's told
no
y'all.
slander will be tolerated. That's
We're not
let's
doing
start,
that.
Let's start with that.
We're not doing that.
There'll be no slandering the queen.
We not doing that.
That's number
Rocky,
one.
keep shooting. Proud of you,
He's
Rocky.
shooting.
What you
Proud
want
of
from
you,
her
Rocky.
as a pregnant
What do y'all want
performer?
from her? Do that shit with Beyonce. Don't do that with her.
That's what I expected.
Do that with
Was
her.
Beyonce pregnant when she was doing what she was doing?
Never.
I wouldn't have took the show if I can't deliver.
Son, she said she had
What
a
do you mean?
surprise.
You thought it was a bad show?
She had a surprise,
It was
bro.
all right.
Vocals was on point.
It was Reggie, bro.
Vocals
It was
on
Reggie.
point.
Reginald.
Hey, yo, listen.
Reginald
She said
Smith.
she had a surprise.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're banned from Barbados, bro.
That shit was
I'm
Reginald,
just telling
bro.
you,
I love
let it
Rihanna.
go. All right, no, I'm cool. I'm just telling you.
I love Rihanna,
it's gonna
bro.
be some of the fans gonna be watching this.
I'm
bro.
like, yo, I know the Edwards, yo. Let me in.
Nah, it's just dirt.
They top shots is this.
That shit was Reggie,
The
bro.
Fenties, they top shots is
That
this.
shit was Reggie. dog.
Bro, she was pregnant. She said she had a surprise.
No, that's nobody's fault.
She still
Turn the
sang.
show.
She sang
I'd rather
well.
you turn the show down. And
She
let
sung
fucking-
well. How you can't do that?
See, I don't agree with you calling it.
You
Reggie.
can't
You
do
can
that.
say it wasn't what you thought, but it was a good halftime show, bro.
It was good.
It wasn't good.
It was amazing. So I liked it.
What did you want? Like, you wanted Tigers to start dancing or some shit? Like, what do you want?
What was
you
you
floating
bring
in the
these
air.
brought the Tigers in, bro?
It
No, I just thought that shit was a regular show.
was better than the last two halftime shows. I'll say that.
Who was the last two?
It was better than Snoop
Nah,
Dogg.
no, it wasn't.
Yes, the fuck
No,
it was,
it
dog.
was not.
Yes, it was.
Snoop
bro.
Dogg and Dre and them?
Yes,
Fuck no.
absolutely.
Hell no.
With overweight 50 hanging
No
from
way.
the it was better.
No way.
Absolutely
in
was
hell.
better.
No way. Even with the white boy. No way. No way.
And the weekend joint is a toss up.
It's not a toss up. Nothing.
Yeah,
Weekend
I'm
Jones
not
top
mad
10.
at you.
Top 10. In my top 10.
It's not a toss up.
Weekend
Weekend
Jones
and
was
be-
tough. The Weekend Jones was
Weekend,
tough.
Come on, yo,
Weekend
stop it.
The Weekend
Beyonce.
joint was tough.
Stop this, bro.
Weekend Beyonce.
And
Top
Bruno.
3.
Come on, bro. We're
I
not
get
gonna
that.
do that.
It was. I swear to God, this was better than last year's though.
No.
Oh, you
I
tripping?
can't get that.
I don't agree with
No.
that. I don't agree with that.
No, it's not.
50 kind of fucked up the show though when he did it. When he was looking
Yeah,
at
that shit blew me.
That
Why
shit,
y'all-
like
why y'all-
that was bad when he did it.
Why y'all
And-
body
and-
shaming?
The Eminem's little shit blew me too a little bit. Like,
Niggas is body shaming. That shit was good, bro. That's not. Rihanna.
you like the names from last year? It wasn't
No, it's just that Rihanna didn't do nothing.
She was fucking pregnant.
Listen,
Which one of the back?
whose fault is that? That's her
Not,
fault. That ain't
not
our fault.
nobody's fault, bro. They knew.
That's ASAP fault.
That's not his fault.
Just like we're not getting no music from Rihanna, we're not getting no music from him either.
We don't. My bitch is a belly. What I gotta
Don't
do?
put them niggas playing. Don't put no music.
We
on.
are
about
bellies.
Have y'all seen that? Y'all seen the photo shoot they had with Vogue?
Yeah, it was tough. My son is beautiful, son. Shout out to Reed, bro. Shout out to Reed, man.
Ab has a problem with it for some
I'm not
reason.
gonna lie, that shit
I
was
be
kinda
acting
weird. bro.
retarded, bro.
Why? Because she looked like the masculine one?
Nah, because he just looked like
I mean, he is.
they look like a
Whatever you
lesbian
about-
couple.
Whatever you about to say, he is.
They just look like a lesbian couple.
I love y'all, Reed.
Oh.
ASAP, I love y'all. Congratulations
Saying
on y'all,
lesbian.
on
Nah,
y'all
I'm not
second
saying
born,
lesbian.
bro.
I thought you were about to say she looks like the man.
They our age, bro. I fuck
She
with them.
is.
They the ghosts of our age.
They look like
bro.
a lesbian couple to me, bro.
Y'all just jealous of Rocky, son.
I
Man, who
respect
be
them.
jealous?
Listen, I respect any man that's taking care of his kids and being affectionate to his kids because we need that.
Shout out to y'all.
But
man.
this-
Shout out to
this-
number
this
2.
is the way that.
And while we
just
on
go
that real
crazy
quick,
to
I
me.
just want to, I don't know what we got left, but
No, we almost done, bro.
I just want to say, yo, y'all like, social media is such like a dick riding platform sometimes. Cause like I don't understand. First of all, like I really have a problem, like personally, with this whole bash Chris Brown whenever y'all feel like his shit.
yes,
That shit is whack. That shit is like, look, the nigga was 17, and you know, he did
He was
what he
17
did.
when the Rihanna shit happened?
18 something around there.
18,
He was a kid. He was a
Damn.
teenager.
He was a teenager.
But you know, he did what he
That's
did.
crazy.
He did what he did back then with the queen, and whatever happened
Damn,
happened.
that's kinda
She's
wild.
forgiving him, whatever. But this is my thing. I don't understand why I say it's dick riding shit because I swear to God, like only like a month ago, or how many weeks ago that was when they stopped him from performing at what music festival was that? It was a show. AMA was it the
white show.
Yeah, I think it was the American Music Awards. They told him he couldn't perform. They canceled his performance last moment when he was supposed to do something when he was and then all Shade Room, all social media was saying about how
whack.
they're whack for that
whack.
because Chris Brown's a legend and you can't do that to a legend and good for Chris. And then this 3LW joint comes out of nowhere and says that, and now suddenly it's
That bitch
all
is a
like,
loser.
yeah, it's fuck Chris Brown. Like
She always been a loser to me. She's such a loser.
I just like we gotta.
She's
I heard
a
a story. She
fucking
said she got a
loser.
train ran on her by B2K.
She's
or
a
something.
loser.
People gonna deserve forgiveness though, bro.
gotta-
Like
Hey
the nigga-
Chris, thank you for getting your shit off, brother. I got it.
nigga did it when he
I
was
got the
17,
narrow
bro.
the
Like-
narrow review. It's changed with me. I understand we all make mistakes like that. That happens to
Listen, bro,
everybody.
I work.
And I
with-
think he's paid his dues
He
by
paid.
far.
Dog, he lost
He's
everything.
paid, yeah,
when
he's
you
paid his
lose
dues
everything,
10
like he
times
probably
over, bro.
lost his chance to perform at a
I just
Super
think
Bowl.
people be more angry than the victim sometimes. Like,
How you Rihanna them
How
squash
you more angry than the victim?
They went back together after this shit.
Like
Yeah, facts.
my thing is like, yeah, they're both kids, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
for
I
sure.
work
Bro.
with kids. They be like, they don't realize the gender is a difference. They don't understand. And not to say that he was that at that point, because I work with kids younger than him. But like sometimes they don't realize. I had to pull up a kid the other day. He was like, bro, he was like going to the body with a girl.
Yeah.
I had to snatch him up like, yo, you good? Like
In
what you
school?
in school? And like in the hallway, I'm like, bro, this is not okay. What's wrong with you, dog? Like, I had to give him like a lecture. He came up to me later in the day. He was upset at the time. He was like, bro, she hit me first, Mr. Job, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
slapped the shit out of him.
She did. But I'm like, bro, can she beat you?
Probably say yeah.
And
He said, nah, she can't.
I'm not even absolving. I'm not even absolving what he like. Was he wrong at the time? Yes, but like, no, for that shit still to be a narrative now at his growth, it's kind of crazy.
It's
changed.
It's way worse.
Fair, yo.
It's way worse shit that I seen from men than Chris Brown, bro. Your father in the house and your mother, dog. Like it comes from generation to generation. Let's not keep blaming. Let's not stop making Chris the fucking poster child of this. He posts Sean Penn. I know what he did. He posts Mel Gibson. I know what all them white motherfuckers did.
He is the urban like
he's just always that.
I agree with that. That's the problem. Like he's the poster child of beating up, and that's kind of crazy, bro.
That's
like,
not it. With domestic
that's just kind of
violence.
wild.
It's fucked up, man.
It comes from both the structural behavior. It's just
we in America
bad.
though, bro.
And Blueface, you retarded. I
seen the
understand
Blueface
you,
there. I don't know what that was. What was that about? I missed something.
No, because he carried out Blue. He
mentioned Blueface.
He said, "Yeah, y'all tune in to see Krishan and Blueface beat on each other every week, but like I don't know, and y'all call that entertainment, but y'all come harassing me for some shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, and then Blueface kind of got, you know what I'm saying? Said what he said.
Y'all want to see that? Y'all didn't want to see Soulja Boy versus Chris Brown in celebrity boxing, but you watched that? Did you watch that?
Oh hell yeah, Blueface kind of got hands too. Like,
you watched that?
I don't give a fuck about
because he punched Krishan.
No, because you see, when they did the celebrity boxing shit, like I always said watching the Blueface shit, I said, yo, he out of all the celebrity boxers, I said he actually looks decent though. Like,
so you watched that?
Yeah, I watched it.
I watched that too.
That might get ugly though, because they both got, you know,
I watched that.
He's who he is, and then
they
Chris
got some light skin chip on his shoulder.
Chris is the biggest blood ever.
That nigga slow, man. That nigga career is over. That nigga slow.
Blueface?
Yeah, he 1 inch to go in for real.
Yeah, he's wrapping up real quick.
It's gonna be done for him. He want it. All it takes him to hit a roll, takes her to do something crazy. He do something and it's a wrap.
I feel bad
because he's fighting the attempt too.
I feel bad for both of them. Honestly,
I don't feel bad for them. That's what entertainment
is the biggest star right now.
Yeah.
She's bigger than Blueface.
You see when she lifted that 3? You see when she deadlift that 315?
Huh?
You see when she deadlift that 315? And the nigga Blueface knees was buckling under the pressure. Yeah, she's strong, man. She ain't fucking around, dog. Blueface in trouble.
So I seen how it go. It be hot this year, then it be gone next.
Next, man.
That
Blueface in trouble, bro.
That shit is dead.
You got anything else?
Nah, finish the joint.
No, we done.
The red flag, the Ben single at 35. Fuck y'all.
We ain't even got time.
Do y'all know single is peace, nigga? The fuck you talking about?
Flag,
Whoever said that,
35 of the red flag. That's what they wanted.
See me, I'll be 35 next month.
We can talk about that another day, man. Guys, we appreciate y'all listening, man. It's the Most Unknown Podcast. Make sure y'all go to YouTube, subscribe.
Please subscribe, y'all. God,
like the content, comment, do all that extra shit.
Never thought I'd be that nigga. Like, comment, subscribe.
Never.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Movement Studios, man. Washington, D.C., man. We out of here. The Most Unknown Podcast.
Hey, I was following some